Hey there, everybody. How's it going? I'm Bubba K, bringing you your news update. So we have good old Biden had a town meeting today with CNN. Biden warns kids will have to wear masks in school and says Fox News had an altar call to start pushing vaccinations. But the president dodges questions about new lockdowns at town hall with Don Lemon. President Biden said children under 12 will have to wear masks in school when CDC released new guidance. Older children will have to wear masks if they are not vaccinated. But he said he was optimistic that vaccines would soon be approved for children under the age of 12. The president took questions during a town hall at Mount St. Joseph University in Cincinnati, Ohio. The event was a chance to cross the country's political divide and speak directly to voters. He played down fears of rising prices, saying inflation increases would be temporarily. Are they? Do you think they're going to be temporarily? I don't think they're going to be temporarily. Not when you're printing out as much money as you're printing out and just giving it away. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. But hey, that's what's going on. Biden just keeps on writing them checks. But who's going to pay for it? Ain't gonna be him. He ain't gonna live long enough. Ain't gonna be them Democrats. They won't be around to pay for it. Nope. You know who's gonna pay for it? Our children. And their children. And their children after them. That's who's gonna pay for it. You know what? And that is messed up. That's why they're doing this. That's why they're printing all the money they can, because they know they don't gotta fit the bill. You know how, like Dr. Strange say, the bill comes due. Always. Well, not to these guys. Bill's going to come due, but it's going to be long gone after they're gone. You know what I'm saying? Multiple sources say discussions are underway between top White House aides and Biden administration officials over updating mask guidance. Officials in several states, including California and Nevada, have already started asking vaccinated people to return to wearing face coverings indoors. Joe Biden on Wednesday said the CDC will soon issue guidance encouraging unvaccinated children to wear masks in schools. The Delta variant is spreading rapidly, making up 83% of all new U.S. cases. COVID cases soared 244% in the last 3 weeks in the United States, with most of it being the Delta variant. No, we got that border crisis going on that people just refuse to talk about. I'm just saying, I just seen it the other day where they had this gate closed and there's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people trying to come through. And they're calling the border down there at Mexico the new Ellis Island. Of course, you don't know if Ellis Island is where most immigrants would come through, especially in the 40s, 50s, and 20s and 30s. Not now. Now they're coming through Mexico. And Turtleman himself, Mitch McConnell, warns there could be lockdowns if more Americans don't get vaccinated as the Delta variant continues to wreak havoc. McConnell made his comments to reporters on Tuesday as COVID cases surges. While he did not outright threaten health restrictions, McConnell hinted at a situation in the fall that we don't yearn for unless more people get the shot. At 79 years old, the Republican leader is squarely within the high-risk category. McConnell's plea for Americans to be inoculated comes as the new Delta variant ravages the country and accounts for more than 80% of the new infections. The majority of Americans hospitalized with the COVID now are unvaccinated. And I'll be getting mine Friday, because it's required for me to work, unfortunately. But hey, gotta make that money, right? Gotta make that cheddar. And now for our race bait news. Race relations in the U.S. between blacks and whites adults are at the lowest point in more than 2 decades, and black Americans are 20% less optimistic about future racial harmony, poll finds. A recent Gallup poll said race relations between black and whites in the U.S. are at their lowest point in more than 2 decades. Currently, 42% of Americans say relations between the two racial groups rated it as positive as opposed to 57% who say it was negative. Last year, it was 44% positive. Race relations have eroded since it was 70% positive in 2013. The future is mixed based on racial group, with 60% of white Americans seeing a better future versus 40% of black Americans, what they are calling systemic racism. I believe it has everything to do with the whole BLM and all the CRT and how they want to make everybody white out to be the devil. But hey, that's just my take on it. I'm sorry, but when you tell somebody that they are inherently racist, it just, people stop listening. Well, everybody, well, that's your weekly update. I'm Bubba K, and we'll see you next time.